Yep.
Cool. Go on, you run this one. No, don't ask the question, but just intro. Do the intro if you want.
Ryan has asked me to do the intro. I'm Greg Moyle. Very happy to be here being quizzed by Ryan, who's got a few questions for me. I'm a certified financial planner or authorised financial advisor, whatever you want to call me. And I'm here to help people to help themselves.
That's enough of that. We're in the classroom now. I just set Greg up for that. The classroom is in session. So we had the question, the burning question. If you read in the description,
Fire away, Ron.
I'm ready. Oh yeah, go on. Give it back to me. Give it back to me. All right. We have a family trust set up to protect our investments, especially to avoid our assets being means tested for rest home fees. Recent comments in the NZ Herald business section said a trust would no longer be a protection against means testing. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not likely to 10 very definitely, how would you rate the likelihood of this family trust law change? I think they're a bit behind on that one.
Well, I think if you're waiting for the bus, it's already left the station.
Yeah.
Because this stuff's been happening for a number of years. It would be 10 years probably since the time that a family trust might have avoided the residential rest home subsidy type arrangement. I can tell you now that if you applied for the residential rest home subsidy and you declared on the form, as you would have to, that you've got a family trust, it's like putting a red flag up the flagpole, and it's all about danger, 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 and there's no way you're going to get a subsidy. Because they would take a view, and possibly correctly, that you've deliberately, as you have here, set up a trust to avoid paying a cost that, at the end of the day, if you don't pay it, the rest of us have to. So there's a level of morality about that. But look, irrespective of that, the rules have changed, and these days a trust will not provide that sort of support. A trust will provide support for creditor protection, which is appropriate, particularly if you're in a professional partnership, because you could be jointly and severally liable for actions of your other partners, and could actually find your family assets, like your family home, a batch or whatever, suddenly been thrown to a pool to satisfy some creditors for an error that's not of your making. So a family trust can do creditor protection. It can also provide a means of assisting family members who need a little bit of support. It could be a handicapped child or something like that, or someone in that situation, or who needs a bit of support and needs a structure around, and it would be much better that investments or assets are not held in their name. There's also the situation of the Relationship Property Act, where a family trust may be part of the defence that you put in place if you're going into a second relationship with assets that you have got left over from your first relationship.
For sure.
Now, some people wouldn't be happy with that, but at the end of the day, I think you have an obligation to protect yourself and those who are important to you, and a trust can help you do that. It won't help you in the instance we're talking about here. The rules are quite clear. You have to really run your assets down to quite a low level, not as low as it used to be. It used to be $15,000. Now I think it's in excess of $120,000 that you're allowed to have before you can qualify for the residential rest home subsidy.
And it's just the fundamentals. I mean, any law that they bring in or trying to introduce, it's just about fairness. I mean, if something at its core doesn't appear fair, then it can be something that's, I guess, susceptible to being opened up.
Well, again, if you don't pay, someone else has to pay.
Yeah.
And one of the things that is clear in this country of ours is that we have an ageing population. So there's more and more people moving into retirement, more and more people who are going to need some sort of assistance, whether it's financially or in a health sense later in life. That has to be paid for. I think we are a culture, if people need a hand up or a handout, we're happy to do that. But the reality is, if you can pay for yourself and pay for your own retirement and your own care, you should be prepared to do that.
Yeah, for sure. And if anyone's a little scared around that and don't quite know where to start, a great place to start is to send through a question at ryan@oneplan.co.nz. I'm trying to be original every time I bring that up, but you get the gist. We want to help, so send a question. And also give us a rate and a review, because the more people that hear this, the better opportunity they have to not make mistakes and have a rewarding life. And also a rewarding voice that people enjoy listening to by having it edited by nzaudioeditors.com. Thanks, guys. And girls. All right, last one, eh? What's this one? Aggressive chef. That's crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Someone's got, should I put it in my aggressive Kiwi Saver fund? No. Why do you have one? You're 70.
Yep.
Anyway.
Another good one.
Yeah. So
People don't know what they don't know, boys.
oh, it's
That's
insane.
exactly right. They don't know what they don't know.
Make the invisible visible. That's
Make
what
the
we
invisible
do.
Who said that?
Not me.